Rivals of either two is very close to wrapping up. It all depends on how much Beastly wants it. It's going to be rough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be complicated for sure. Mystery Soul really wants to wrap this up as quickly as possible, maybe find a repeat. Something that I like about Beastly is that you can always see him in a very nice attitude. I really like his personality. He's always smiling, like making fun of someone in a good way. So let's hope that this same positive attitude helps him in this game number 1 for Grand Finals at EugeneBound Summers. Rivals of either two is about to end, and this might be the set. Wolfie, please take it away.
Been an amazing set so far. Two Titans collided. I talked about this earlier. We'll see what the finisher can be. And the arrow, both times, finds its mark and hunts him down. What a way to start off strong for Mystery Soul.
And it's kind of poetic, too, because that's how it ended in the winner side of things with a double, well, the pressure with the arrows as well on a down air. So absolutely insane pressure that Mystery Soul is putting out. Just the arrows working wonders, looking phenomenal so far. In conjunction with the aggression that Fleet is putting out, gotta be scary. Reversal down air, but still, Beastly and Mystery Soul remain alive for just a little bit longer.
Air dodge burned, you're gone! Mystery Soul making a statement. I will not be deterred in this grand final set, but Beastly doesn't kill just yet. However, Fleet's light, but not that light.
She could still survive for a little bit longer, to be honest. Oh, they're sorry. I'm sorry. I jinxed it a little bit, but it's fine. At this point, Mystery Soul has nothing to lose, nothing to worry about. Ouch!
Ouch! And we ain't talking about no Smash player either. It's rough. Got the up throw and changed them together. Trying to find the arrow marker. I love the little stalls with the shines. But at this time, Beastly is literally playing reactions. And look at that movement from Mystery Soul.
Once again.
Flex it out on there and gets a nice little up air fair. When you see the pressure continue on as the jet stream trying to find its marker, Beastly!
That's something that I'm wondering too, like the decision making between going in this grand final set in the stage in which Mystery Soul felt the most comfortable in their previous set. So to start grand finals where you need to, change pace or momentum, it's such a risk from Beastly. But to be fair, I think he could still bring it back. He needs a good read, and he could be very well. Oh, that was way too close to the upper blast zone.
The DIN gets punished, but not punished enough. As we continue on with his aggression, hold up. Beastly still got a chance. Oh, great parry off of the jet stream shot. But the down tilt leads into a nice bear. Great pickup by Mystery Soul. It snatches game 1.
I agree with Sly 1220 saying that it is winnable. It was winnable, at least in that particular game. But we're going to be moving down to the port. Merchant Port is where it's at. Great stage for Zetterburn. Hopefully Mystery Soul. And we saw that. He was testing the waters at the beginning of that round of this game, how he was just being into the platforms, figuring out his mobility options and routes that he could take. I think that's super smart from Mystery Soul, and that could be the deal breaker in this game number 2.
That's so much for it. And hold up, getting changed up. And the parry misses, however, tried to go for an early dare. But thankfully for Beastly, it doesn't find its mark. Striking away at Mystery Soul, chipping away, slowly but surely. And nice little dodge. Able to get it, and they're scrambling on this Merchant Port. Lands the bear, and the bear to cut it off. Beastly trying to make comeback. Here comes the special get up. Not going to find the arrow on its mark. Lands the headbutt, but it's not going to kill just yet, even with that nice little marker and a great parry on the jet stream shot. But Mystery Soul still maintaining this aggression, crossing up that shield.
Yeah, so far, even though things seem kind of even, Beastly is the first one to break that difference. First stock taken, and he could still very well take a little bit of extra damage. Needs to be careful on the recovery. I do like the angle. I do like the high approach, but ultimately lands back onto the ledge. He's still looking mighty fine right now. He can still take advantage of this first stock, actually.
Lands the jabs, but no finisher. And look at that, basically trying to maintain the aggression while Mystery Soul takes a step back every single moment. And nice. Hold up.
Hey, yo.
Hold up. No
Hey,
tech
yo.
afterwards. Gets the shield out there with the shine as well. But look
God.
at that
There's no way.
movement. Ankles broken. Shimmy on. But Mystery Soul still staying alive. Great down throw with the tech chase. Baits it out, but just missed it.
Barely, though. Still alive. Unbelievable how much survivability Beastly showed in this first stock, getting a whole lap in his favor in terms of the damage dealt. Really good for this particular set, in which we might see a Beastly that takes this second game of Grand Finals. It's not, everything's not completely lost just yet. Beastly seems quite effective and quite determined to at least get the reset, the bracket reset.
Mystery Soul continuing on, but getting comboed up, eating a lot of damage, but a nice little dare surprises Beastly. This isn't rocketing down. We'll have to see what you're able to do as you get thrown off the stage. Beastly trying to make these burst options work out, but the fair, great little crouch cancels in order to get away, and oh my goodness!
That's a stock. That's the game. That was actually quite fast, to be honest. I think Beastly found a nice groove on that first stock and wouldn't let go of it. Moving down to Fire Capital. Actually quite excited to see how Beastly uses this same momentum that he's built in this second game to try to challenge on the victory of EugeneBound Summers. Definitely doable after all. I mean, we've seen Beastly be super aggressive, super accurate. Look at him go, just not letting Mr. Soul breathe too much, but an overextension is going to cost him quite a lot.
Oh, but they switch spots. Even the dodge arrow is not good enough just yet. Forward strong. The first arrow finds Spark, but the second goes a little high. Great empty land by Mystery Soul. Trying to find an aerial in there. And does so with a little bit of struggle as the Nair crosses up on that shield, keeping Beastly constantly guessing. Ooh, plenty of damage. Plenty of, my goodness, plenty of opportunity.
Me gusta. Great stuff from Beastly. Looking mighty fine. Gotta be mindful here, especially because we know how Mystery Soul doesn't care.
Ooh.
He will go all the way out if needed, and Fleet can afford it. That's first stock taken. Beastly is not too far behind, and a tilt gets it just like that. We're back to an even situation.
Swipes it around and shuts it. Nice parry, but I should say nice tech. And a nice little 1-2 leads to 35. Nice consistent damage as they're both crouch canceling for those down tilts. Understand the aggression, but I don't like that up special. But Mystery Soul misses a rare one as well, and getting hit up in this disadvantaged state. My goodness, that fire is burning down. It's ticking for more. 87 in the blink of an eye. Oh, okay, Beastly.
The shimmies. Yeah, that was a costly overextension for Mystery Soul, and Beastly took the most advantage of it. Nice, just weaving and bobbing around the arrows. Unfortunate situation. Love to see how Mystery Soul felt comfortable enough to just challenge, to just go for it. Beastly has to take this stock as quickly as possible. Otherwise, things could turn south very quickly, very fast. Mystery Soul doesn't care. He's still challenging, looking mighty aggressive.
Continues on, and it's safe on that shield with their, great stuff on the DI and tech on, attempting it, knowing what's going to be on stake. Goes for a forward throw, knowing that Mystery Soul was definitely going to break out of the special one. And it's messy. And a nice parry to finish it. 1-1 scoreline. Beastly's taking 63%, so you got to be careful of those stray hits that Mystery Soul's going to be able to land just like that.
That's super scary. Beautiful marksmanship from Mystery Soul. The parry that goes very heavily punished, looking for a spike, not quite getting it, but the percentage is extremely high. The double parry there to reflect on the fireball. It's a little bit of a stage spike, but it matters not because Mystery Soul, wow, goes for the beautiful snipe shot to get game number 3 in his favor, and the second one to his scoreboard.
William Tell in this bitch. Hits it up with that arrow. Robin Hood.
The Decidui.
Yeah. Stretch it on down. Moving on to game number 4. Mystery Soul. So far having this back, wanting to shut this down. Now moving to a second set. But Beastly's got something else to say. We'll see how it works out here on Go Die Delta. The buy platforms offering a little bit more interesting on those tech chases and advantage states. But so far for Mystery Soul, it's the same night and day difference being able to maintain this, and these strong attacks are not finding their marks on Beastly's end.
Yeah, I do like, however, this stage choice. It will allow Beastly to just complement his aggressive playstyle a little bit more, at least try to shark under those platforms. Love that recovery. Unfortunately, the Mystery Soul was ready to retaliate, to punish, to make the most out of that encounter, and that's one stock down. That means that Beastly has only 2 to make the miracle of bringing this back so far. It's looking doable, but he has to play on point. No mistakes. Look at that parry.
That
will
parry
allow
was
him.
nuts.
That's crazy. Just like that. Again, sharking on those platforms. That's why I do like a lot the Die Delta for this game number 4.
And thank God the down air's got the properties where even though it's a projectile, you can still put you in that stun afterwards, so you get some time to think about the decisions of what you did. You get some time to think about what you've done, how you were mashing that down. You thought that was safe even though you're fleet. And now all of a sudden, Mr. Soul's a little more scared to throw it out.
That's true. Now this is extremely doable. This is the perfect opportunity for Beastly to bring us to at least game number 5. Definitely lapping
Ooh, I thought that
around,
was it.
barely missing on the forward strong, which would have brought things back into his favor. Even though things seem kind of even, they're truly not, because we have a Mystery Soul commanding the ledge. We see some arrows fly around.
It went through his head again.
It did, but it still survived for a little bit longer. Love that Nair to close things up. It's not too far behind, honestly. Wolfie, he could still bring this back.
You're literally one wave shine into upstrung away from greatness. One back air as well. Just barely can't get the up air as a finisher, however. But instead, it's going to be the fair. Whoa!
Only 12%, that's basically nothing. That's something that both of them can work with, and they have to respect. Low percent pursuits from Zetterburn can be extremely deadly, but Mystery Soul is not allowing that to fly by, or at least not as safely as he would like to. Still lots of damage on both sides.
You don't want to be catching those arrows, Beastly. It's not worth it. But hold up. This might be. Gets a grab afterwards, but great DI by Mystery Soul in order to get away. That's going to be punishable, however. Trying to extend out there. Great call out. Hold up. Wave shine after wave shine, but the forward tilt's not going to be safe at all. As we go on there, the first arrow finds its mark. The second arrow doesn't. But hold on, but Mystery Soul tries to find the finisher, and there surely that'll be it. The dodge arrow as well. But it makes it on back, but instead going to be the quick air.
Wow.
And does so to win.
No way. Beastly's still alive, he's still kicking.
Boom!
But unfortunately, that Nair will close things up. And your champion for EugeneBound Summers is Mystery Soul with his fleet. What a display of skill, what absolute dominance against every single competitor for this major, at least in terms for Smash, right? But for Rivals of Either, it was still pretty enjoyable, pretty fun to watch. And the competition skill level, the ceiling was pretty high up.
Yeah, winner's side for the entire set, too. That was
true.
the crazy part. And the previous one was a game 5, and this one was just
amazing.
I'm emoting right now.
Emoting, I mean, it's a good song. The EugeneBound has given us insane moments. This is it for Rivals of Either 2, however. I'm not sure if we're going to be interviewing anybody. I honestly don't
I
know.
think everyone's just tired.
You think?
Yeah.
All right, I guess we could ask around. Brandon, by the way, shout out to insane pictures all the time. That's too close.
It's
Okay.
never
Not even shown on camera. I love you, Brandon. You're amazing. And you guys at home are amazing as well. A nice try indeed. Fleet is broken indeed. Sophie was right. Delete that.
I just love that. That's too close.
Delete that. Guys, we hope that you enjoyed it as much as we have. This is it for Rivals of Either. We're going to be moving over to mainstream, which is Satellite Smash. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing a raid, so please don't go anywhere. Smash is still here, and we're going to start up with a beautiful
Where can they
top
find
8.
you? Right here?
They can
Cirque?
find me here, over here, Cirque GMC, commentator from Mexico. It's an absolute pleasure being up here in the Pacific Northwest once again. And again, thank you so much, Wolfie. You know I love you. I respect
too.
you. You're a great commentator, and it's so nice to have the opportunity to commentate with you every single time that we can. So
Yeah.
thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, and that was EugeneBound Summers for Rivals of Ether 2. As you said earlier, don't go anywhere. We're going to continue on with Smash Ultimate, go on to those top 8 action. We will be back on the mainstream, but this is it for the side stream. Thank you all for coming. See you all next time.